Hi, I'm Benedict from Threedy. As a product manager for instant3Dhub, I work on bringing 3D data to every team in your organization. In my experience, 3D engineering data is everywhere today, but using it across teams often means conversions, exports, and endless waiting. Closing the feedback loop between your engineering, manufacturing, and quality assurance teams usually takes weeks. The main reason I've seen for that is that all of these teams use different processes, different tools, different data storage systems. So I've prepared a demonstration to show you how the upcoming 3.12 release might be helpful. On the left, we see some CAD data from our engineering team, usually stored in the PLM system, of course. On the right, we see some defect data that is stored in the quality management module of our ERP system. Now, in this scenario, the defect data is coming from the paint shop in our production plant. So all the data we see on the right is, paint defects that were collected by the quality assurance engineers in the paint shop. You can see that we have date information and the defects are sorted and tagged by defect type, inspection type, and who reported them. In this web table, I can set some filters, update the table accordingly. Now, it's really hard to make decisions just on this data when it's in a table format, in my experience. So, as you might know, in the last 3.11 release, we added heat maps to instant3Dhub. You can turn them on here in the demonstration, and we see, a heat map distribution of all the defect data on top of the CAD model. Now, if I set a filter here in the table, the heat map gets updated in real time. You can also choose another color scheme that I might like more or I'm typically using in this process. Okay, so in this 3.12 release, we are adding another feature that makes it easier to contextualize data coming from different data pool, data backends together with CAD data. The goal is to enable your teams, whatever they are, to make decisions faster and with more information. In this release, we're adding points of interest. You might be familiar with them from, for example, Google Maps. So I can also turn them on here. And we see that I get these pins or point of interest on top of the CAD model. They have different colors, different icons. You can also select it here. So for example, if I select this point of interest, I see in the table that it's a surface defect and it was reported by Jaden on the 29th of October. Okay, let's reset the table here. And of course, this is a lot of data to look at once. So maybe we filter just for surface defects. And now it's way easier to have this discussion between our teams on how we can, fix surface defects, why it might be occurring, and so on. Now with the point of interest API, we've also added some customization possibilities. You can, of course, set the position of these points of interest. You can also choose the coloring or the styling in general by using icons, for example. Now, if you want to learn more about the point of interest API or instant3Dhub in general, how it can help to transform your processes and workflows across your teams along the product lifecycle, then check out the links in the description, head to our website, schedule a call with our experts, and we'll get you started.